Good evening and a warm welcome to everyone on my talk show, Tete at Suvees Small Meet, in collaboration with Brand New here.
Hi,
Cricket.
Swani.
Hello, Dulip.
Mm.
Well, today we have a wonderful guest from Sri Lanka, and he is a cricket coach. But it's amazing how his entire journey started because first he was a cricketer himself, and from cricketer now he is a coach. But let's welcome Dulip with a warm round of applause. Welcome, Dulip, to my talk show.
Thank you, Swani. Thank you very much. And it's my pleasure to get into this talk show. And I was
Anytime.
really looking forward to it.
Yes, absolutely. So, just to let the viewers know, I had met Dulip personally uh, about 9 years ago, right, Dulip? We had met each other
Exactly.
about nine
Yeah.
years ago when Dulip was in Mumbai, and that was for the World Cup. uh, where, of course, Sri Lanka was playing, India was playing, but we had met just before, prior to the finals, right, Dulip?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
And
We
it
did.
was amazing meeting him. And with him, I met some wonderful friends from Sri Lanka who have become really good friends of mine today. Omar and all were there. So it's really great that Dilip was there that day and we could meet and we actually had a meal at the wonderful restaurant Khyber. I remember the name of the restaurant
Yeah.
also. and uh, and now today the lip is on my talk show. So I'm really, really elated and excited. And I have to thank my friend Agnello Rajesh Rathaide. It's because he was caught up uh, somewhere and he said that, Suhani, I have my friends from Sri Lanka. Please go and say a quick hello to them. And that's how I met Dulip Samarasekera. So, uh,
Thank you.
cricket is a religion, Tulip, in our country. I always say cricket, I mean, though our national sport is hockey, but cricket is a religion. And I'm sure Tulip will be sharing the same kind of emotion where cricket is concerned. So tell us, Tulip, this 15-year-old boy who was the under 15 captain of his team then and a cricketer then you played for quite a while and now of course you're the coach where you've coached not only students but you've coached even the players. You've coached players of the LPL and now you're coaching the Premier League. So tell us about your journey, Dulip.
Long story. I think the cricket was in my life. Like I was started actually when I was about 8 years old when I started to pick up the cricket bat and the ball. So
Right.
it's actually the school that I studied. It's called Nalanda College in Colombo. That's one of the
Yeah.
most favorite school for cricket,
Cricket.
and
Okay.
I was very privileged. Yeah, privileged to study uh, that school, and uh, because cricket was uh, there, like the religion you said, like very big at Nalanda College,
Right.
and I was automatically followed the cricketing path
Right.
when I was small. So I used to go to the ground, play cricket with my friends, and one of the days that under 13 coach saw me, I picked the ball and throw back to the wicket keeper, and he was surprised, and I was excited, and I went straight back to the practice on the next day, and uh, he was. What happened was like on those days there's a age limit that if you are not that particular age, you are not
Mm.
and if you are overage, so
Right,
you can't play as well.
right,
So
right,
since
right,
then, I continued my cricket
right,
at Nalanda College, and
right.
well as like followed the academics in the same time as well.
Yes. I think those days were very different, right, Tulip? If you took cricket up as your career, it was not only cricket. You had to do a job, along with it, right? So I guess education was completely a must.
Yes, cricket wasn't professional in Sri Lanka those days.
Mm,
Everyone who played cricket, they used to work in mercantile or banks or somewhere like that. So because of that,
right,
we were in the stream that to follow academics as well. Um,
right, right,
Even when I left school, the cricket wasn't in professional level, and everyone just
right,
worked and played cricket. So it was a choice that when you leave school, whether to continue to cricket or you follow from the academic side and find a job.
right, 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 right. That's those were the days.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah. So, right from the under 15 team to the under 17 team to the under 19 team to being the member of the Colombo Cricket Club to the member of the Burger Recreation Club to member of the Tamil Union. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on. The list is like never ending. So, tell us, Dulip, whilst you were playing cricket, and then, of course, there must be a time where you must have decided that no, now I want to take up coaching as a career. So, when did that happen for you?
I had that instinct like when I was playing under 15, my coach used to use me to do training for the B team. I captain A team. So I did
Right, right,
work that coach is given. So when I grow, so I realized that there is things to learn and how to work and all that. So when I went to
right,
Australia, in 1996. Um, I did my first coaching level examination. Then onwards, I played cricket in Australia and did all coaching credentials over there.
right,
So
right.
that's where I really sort of picked up coaching and playing together.
Wow. Okay, okay. That's wonderful. So, in one of the pictures that you have, Dulip, when you were the captain of the under 15 team, in the same picture, even there's another player of the Sri Lankan team, right? Which you mentioned. That's Mahila Jayawardene, right?
Of course, yeah. At 1990, when we became the runner-ups of All Island,
Right,
Mahela was about 13 plus then, and
right.
I mean, those are the great days that we ever had.
Yes, I'm going to show the viewers the picture. I don't know whether they will manage seeing, but I, yeah. So is you can see Dulip out there, right there, and Mahila is sitting on this side, right?
Yeah,
He's
it's on the
sitting
left
down.
side,
Yes, he's
sitting.
on the left side,
Yeah,
sitting down. Yeah. So it's great that when you started your career, as a young boy, all of a teenager, you had the great uh, cricketer all these cricketers who playing for the country along with you. So what an amazing start, Dulip. That's brilliant. Dulip, where cricket coaching is concerned, you've not only coached students, but you've also coached actual cricketers, where you all have your LPL, right, which is like as good as our Ranji trophy, what we play in India. And then, of course, you are now coaching the Premier League. So, how was that experience being, of training students who come to you, who are very young at that point in time, then training uh, cri- cricketers who are already cricketers, but they're playing for the LPL, and then, of course, training for the Premier League. How has it been for you? What has the experience been?
Well, coaching as like a kid, it's very hard. Not like coaching a player in LPL level or Premier standard level, because a
Right,
kid, you have to give the correct, you have to teach correct techniques. You have to
right,
give good, give good disciplines, and there are lots of aspects that you have to think about the kid. So actually that's where
right,
you have to prepare a cricketer. So
right,
those are the ones who picked up good techniques, the discipline, and
mm,
you know um, the ability. So those things. So I mean, when they grow, so they ended up in a school,
right,
first 11 team, or then after that they come to play cricket in club level, like where I coach at the moment. So in this
right,
level, it's actually you have to manage players. So with
right,
their
right,
talents, their skills, so you have to really manage them and direct them to play the next level, which is like playing for the country. So
right,
that's basically help in this level. Uh,
right.
in coaching, you really need at the young level. That's where you need to really put the foundation.
Yes, absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely. So, Dulip, tell me, like how we in India we have the IPL.
yeah.
You all also have a similar kind of a Premier League, right?
Lanka Premier League. Just
Yes,
last year, we just finished the first edition of Lanka Premier League. But before that,
right,
we had earlier called Sri Lanka Premier League, which didn't really continue. But
right.
since last year, so LPL started.
Okay, so isn't it's so wonderful, right? Because in all these Premier Leagues, you have players from various countries in the
Yeah.
same team, right? And they all are playing together, yeah. And then suddenly, you know, they go back, and when you have various, the 2020 is happening, or they go back to their country, and they're playing with their country, as a part of their country's team. So it's really really amazing how they can manage it, because sometimes they're a part of the same team, and the other
Mm.
times they're actually, they're rival teams. So it's a quite a situation. What do you say about it, Dudip?
It's, I think, because I mean, you never had something like that in those days, apart from cricket in England. They
Right,
had
right.
county cricket, and Australia they
County,
had
yes,
state
yes.
cricket. So those
Right,
are the
right,
only professional cricket that on those days. But since this IPL came into the system, so cricket became very professional
right,
uh, as a sport. So
right,
the every player
right.
started to get adapted into the teams, the different teams and different players. It's very
Yeah,
fast. They adapted very fast, and
yeah,
they had the adaptability to play for their country when they are playing for the
yeah,
country. I think
right,
it's a balance, that how they control their balance and
right,
perform uh, when they're playing different teams. So
right,
I think the cricket is drawn, and it's amazing.
right, right. Dulip, as of now, you were the coach for a Premier League. Tell us about it.
Um, with Sri Lanka Air Force, this is my first year that I am going to coach for them. But due to this prevailing situation, there wasn't much
Right,
training activities at the moment. The
right,
team is pretty good. They're like talented cricketers from all over the country, but
right.
they need to really play as a unit, as a professional team. So, which is that
Mm,
we I need to really look at and help them.
right.
Um, if I can achieve that, so I think there will be a good future for that team in the years to
Ex
come.
Excellent, excellent. That's absolutely great. Dilip, we've been seeing, a lot of good work done by some of the cricketers from Sri Lanka. We've been hearing a lot about it, especially where Roshan Mahanama is concerned. He doing so much of charity work and all, and you've also done so much of it along with him and on your own also. So do tell our viewers about it, please.
Well, Roshan Manam is like my big brother. So
Right,
and we always get together, and if there's something that we need to do for the country, that we come together. And
right,
I did not as an organization or not as a foundation or anything. I I did lots of charity along with my classmates uh,
right,
during we had a civil war for 30 years in the country. So even during that, we helped soldiers with
right.
their requirements, their needs, and
Hmm.
even after that, whenever we find something that we need to act, so my classmates come together and uh, they always support any project that I get involved.
Wow,
So
that's really nice because I think giving back to society is so important. And when youngsters see people, especially who they follow, and when they see them do good work, even they want to follow their footsteps. And I think that's absolutely amazing. So, Dilip, you took up cricketing because somebody in the family also wasn't into cricket, right? And that's how you followed their footsteps.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen my father, but I heard a lot
Yeah,
of stories that he played cricket and he was ex-officer
right,
at Sri Lanka Army. I
right.
think I had his uh, the cricketing background that to follow and play cricket. I'm the only one who
Yeah,
played cricket in my family. I got my elder brother.
yeah.
He played a little bit of cricket, but he followed rugby after that.
Okay. But totally a sporting family because your brother played rugby, right? And you chose
Yeah,
cricket. Yeah.
and my sister played hockey.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. So, Dilip, you have two children, right? You have a son and daughter. Uh,
Yeah.
any of them have taken over cricket? Have they taken over their father's footsteps?
Not really. Chinook is 18 years old, but
Okay,
he wasn't really good at sports, but I never forced him to do anything. He was good at
correct.
swimming,
Oh,
and
lovely.
yeah, he didn't really continue since he grew up. But my
Yeah.
daughter was a little better at picking up the cricket bat and the ball. Chanel, she was 16, but she went to play netball, and same again didn't continue. So I can't really fault them.
No, no, of course. So you have to let children
Mm.
be, and it's really nice to hear that from you, Tulip, because I think today parents need to know that children need to do what they like to do, what they're passionate about. I think then they bloom, and then they grow, and then they become leaders in their own way. So I think that's extremely important. So, Dulip, we were just talking about, women's cricket. So, it's something which is really, really coming up a lot in the recent few years. I've seen that it's coming up a lot. So, What about Sri Lanka? Has women's cricket in Sri Lanka also come up a lot in the last couple of years?
Yes, I think the women's cricket really booming at the moment here.
Mm.
Lots of schools started playing because we got a national team. They perform well here and there, and now it's gone to the sort of villages. There are different type of
Lovely,
competitions, and
lovely.
there are lots of areas they started picking up cricket, and
Right,
become like because cricket wasn't in women's sports in Sri Lanka. So
right,
actually, now it's really growing all over the
right.
country. Yeah,
Okay. That's wonderful to know. So, tell me, Dulip, we see that the pandemic hit the entire world. I mean, of course, entire world came to a standstill where the pandemic is concerned. And in such a situation, what was your advice, to your to the students who you were coaching, because that they could do limited workout at home or limited training at home. So what was your what you used to tell your students to do?
it's very hard actually. Like the this is an outdoor game, so
Yeah,
you can do a little bit of indoor work, but it doesn't really help much to assist them. But with this situation, you can't really force them to
right,
come out.
right,
Where you
right.
have to be really safe and take care of yourself.
Yes,
Make sure you're not, if you don't follow the correct guidelines, so you might in trouble. So they
mm,
like one thing that you could do, you can talk to some players
right,
and get their cricketing background and help what areas where they need to grow in mentally.
right,
So yeah, you can psychological part you can do it. You can
right,
really boost their psychological areas.
right.
Uh, that only thing is that you can't really do much with the physical activities.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
so give a little bit of idea where they want to and how they want to be, and there are things to read, things to watch and
right,
follow.
right.
So those kind of things might help them. I mean, if they really follow to
Hmm.
their system, if they can really absorb it. So when they come out again, so they can try, they can apply and see whether that practical to them. So some of them not get practical, so some of
Right.
them are. So I
Ex-
think it's preparing the mental aspects are the main
Yes,
thing.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Dilip, who was your idol of cricket? Like your hero where cricket is concerned.
My idol from small days, Roshan Mahanama. That's no doubt.
Ah,
Yeah, and I
um,
was crazy when I was small. I was like, like I said, like when I was 8, I started to play cricket. I
right,
think
right,
by that time, from I started to follow him, and every
right,
time when he play school match at school, I
right,
somehow managed to go and watch. And
right, right,
yeah, that he was my hero then.
right. And did you ever think that Roshan Mahanama would become your good friend one fine day, your big brother one fine day?
That surprise, like I was lucky because we went to the same school, so
Right,
you meant to like you get an opportunity always like to meet, talk. So, but when we
right.
grow up, so we had that relationship, like
Yeah,
and every
yeah.
time we see each other, so we had a good bonding.
Right,
So
right.
it ended up being a very good family friends as well.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to know all these things from you about you, Tulip, and what a wonderful journey you've had. As I said, that cricket is a religion, especially in our country. As I said, cricket is thoroughly a religion. People stop, like people's lives stop. It becomes standstill when a cricket match is happening.
I
They will they will eat cricket, they'll breathe cricket, they will do. I mean, everything is cricket for
know.
them. So I am sure you have the same sentiments and same emotions, Tulip, and uh, I can't believe that the time has just flown, and it is a wonderful a session today with you. It was great to know so much about you, Tulip, and your wonderful journey. We really, really thank you for coming on my talk show. That's Tete and Suvees Power Meet in collaboration with a brand you here. Dilip, I always, in every of my talk show, I always say this,
Yeah,
before I go, I always say that stay safe and, be positive, think positive. And I also
likewise.
tell
Yeah,
Yes, yes. And I also tell people this is something which I say in every of my talk show that if there is anything worrying, people, they should not keep it bottled up within themselves, especially the youth, the youngsters, or anyone for that matter. They should not keep it bottled up within themselves. They should either discuss it with a family member, or either a very dear friend who they trust or their inner circle, because just by keeping it bottled up, they're just going to harm their health. If they
yeah,
talk about it, if they discuss it, and, maybe somebody else is facing the same problem, and they could all find a solution together. But it's
yeah.
always good to discuss, what's worrying them instead of keeping it bottled up inside. So, all you wonderful people who are here with us on the talk show today, please, please, please do this not only for yourselves, but do this for your family. I always say if you look after yourself, if you are healthy, then you can look after your family. So do that for yourself. Tulip, we've had today a whole lot of people join us on the talk show, and they've all said a big hello to you, right from Neha to Khushbu to uh,
Thank you.
yeah, to Nisha, Nikam, Bhagwati, to Muhammad Maksud, to quite a bit of people. Sorry, people, if I have not taken your name. Apologies.
No problem.
So they've all said a big hello to you, Tulip, since they all know that you have come on a talk show and you are from Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka is a place which I've been to myself. Completely fell in love with it when I came there, and I really enjoyed my stay, though we'd come for a very limited time. So just waiting for the pandemic to settle a little bit
Pandemic.
more and start traveling all over again.
Uh,
So, Dilip, before you go, anything you would like to share with our viewers? Anything you'd like to tell our viewers?
thank you. First of all, thank you very much. And I was very pleased. I mean, it was pleasure to be connected after 9 years. And what I have to say, I mean, like you said, be positive, stay safe, and believe in yourself.
Yes,
And so
absolutely.
you can do whatever you like. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
thank you very much
Uh,
for having me.
Thank you. We have to thank you, Dulip. Thank you for giving us your time. And I would wish everybody a great working week ahead, as today is a Monday. So, a great working week ahead. God bless each and every one of you all. Take good care of yourselves. And this is Dr. Sohani signing off from my talk show, Tete at Suvees Power Meet, in collaboration with Brand New here with my guest, Dulip Samarasekera from Sri Lanka. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.